Rookie QB Shedeur Sanders to start in Browns' preseason opener against the Panthers. Rookie Shedeur Sanders will start Cleveland's preseason opener Friday night against the Carolina Panthers. Browns coach Kevin Stefanski said Tyler Huntley, who signed with team earlier this week, is also expected to play if he can get up to speed with the playbook. Joe Flacco, Cleveland's projected starting quarterback this season, is healthy but will not play. Kenny Pickett and Dillon Gabriel will sit out while rehabbing from injuries, Stefanski said. My expectation for Shedeur is no different than the rest of the guys, Stefanski said prior to the team's joint practice with the Panthers. I just expect him to go out and operate. When you get in these preseason games, you try to keep it very simple so guys can play very fast. It's all concepts that these guys know and don't have to think too much about. Stefanski was initially coy during his news conference when asked directly if Sanders would start, saying, "We're going to work through it. Huntley just got here yesterday and I want to see how he is doing with the terminology." However, the Browns' communications staff confirmed later to the Associated Press that Sanders will start. Pickett and Gabriel were scheduled to participate in 7-on-7 drills in practice, but not team drills. The 6'1", 212-pound Sanders fell to the 5th round of the NFL draft after winning the 2024 Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award following his final season, playing for his father Deion Sanders at Colorado. Sanders remains 4th on the Browns' depth chart, but injuries have increased his reps in practice. He took some reps with the second team in practice Wednesday. Sanders has had some recent shoulder soreness, but Stefanski said that is no longer an issue. Sanders played 2 seasons at Jackson State before transferring to Colorado, where he played for 2 more seasons. He played in 50 games in college, completing 1,267 of 1,808 passes for 14,353 yards with 134 touchdowns and 27 interceptions. He also ran for 17 touchdowns. Panthers coach Dave Canales had previously said Bryce Young will start at quarterback against the Browns, a notable change from last year. The 2023 number 1 overall draft pick did not play in the first 2 preseason games last year and only saw action in 1 series in the preseason finale. Carolina's starters are expected to play 1 or 2 series against the Browns, per Canales. Canales said his decision was based on having a young team, adding that he couldn't pass up the opportunity to get players some reps and develop some chemistry. Young said he's super excited about the chance to play more in the preseason. Every year we're a new team, so I think it's just a great opportunity for us to, at the first opportunity we can get out there and try to establish ourselves, get more and more comfortable, and get reps, Young said. I think it'll be a great thing for myself, for all of us, just to kind of get our feet wet a little bit in the preseason. Young wouldn't say if not playing much in the preseason contributed to his slow in 2024. He was benched 2 games into the season after the team started 0-2 and was outscored 73-13 by the New Orleans Saints and Los Angeles Chargers. He didn't return to the starting lineup until October 27th after Andy Dalton injured his thumb in a car accident mid-season. Young said he didn't have any input with Canales in the decision to play more in the preseason this year. I trust the coaches and the decisions they make, Young said. I'm sure that they look at things from a year-to-year basis, whatever they feel like the team needs. Whatever decision is made, that's the best for the team. There's no pointing fingers, there's no blaming. And again, all that's last year. This was a decision for this year. I'm excited for it, and that's all I'm focused on. The lights of Bank of America Stadium won't just shine on another ordinary preseason game this weekend. They'll spotlight the beginning of a bold new chapter in Cleveland Browns history. In a decision that caught many fans and analysts off guard, Browns head coach Kevin Stefanski announced that rookie quarterback Shedeur Sanders will be the starting quarterback for the team's preseason opener against the Carolina Panthers. The headlines were immediate. Coach Prime's son gets the nod. Shedeur era begins in Cleveland, at least for one night. But beyond the hype and heritage, this moment is rooted in something even more powerful: earned trust. From Boulder to the Browns. A year ago, Shedeur Sanders was electrifying college football as the heart of the Colorado Buffaloes under the watchful eye and relentless expectations of his father, Deion Coach Prime Sanders. Now, he's standing in the NFL spotlight, not because of his name, but because of his game. And while Shedeur was a 3rd-round pick with a lot to prove, his summer in Berea has changed everything. Whispers began early in camp. Shedeur's processing is ahead of schedule. He's more accurate than we thought. He doesn't look like a rookie. And now, here we are, game 1 of the preseason, and Stefanski is handing him the keys, even if only for a night. This is an opportunity, Stefanski said in a short press conference. He's earned it through preparation, poise, and consistency. He'll get the start, and we'll see how he handles the moment. Handling the moment. For Shedeur, handling moments is nothing new. He's been in nationally televised games. He's played in front of rabid college crowds, hostile environments, and under the constant magnifying glass of being Coach Prime's son. But this moment? This is the NFL. This is Cleveland's offense. This is a professional debut, live bullets or not. Still, Shedeur hasn't flinched. Honestly, it's football, Shedeur said after the announcement. Bigger stadium, faster guys, sure. But at the end of the day, it's still 11 on 11. I've been preparing for this my whole life. And it shows. Teammates have praised his focus, especially in walkthroughs and film sessions. He asks the right questions, said veteran wideout Amari Cooper. He's not trying to prove anything flashy. He's trying to win, and you feel that. The matchup. The Panthers, meanwhile, aren't planning to roll over. Their young defense, led by rising stars like J.C. Horn and Brian Burns, will be eager to test the Browns' rookie. And you can bet Carolina's defensive coordinator is licking his chops at the idea of confusing Shedeur with exotic looks and disguised pressure. But Stefanski isn't throwing his rookie into the fire for no reason. This game is meant to simulate adversity, to challenge, to sharpen. Shedeur won't be judged on stats, Stefanski said. He'll be judged on decisions. Command. Response. That's what the Browns want to see. Can Shedeur lead a huddle under duress? Can he bounce back from a bad series? Can he adjust at halftime? If he can, things might shift in Cleveland sooner than expected. Deion's subtle send-off. As expected, Shedeur Sanders responded to the news. Not with a press tour, but with a short, symbolic post on X, formerly Twitter. Camera with flash. A photo of Shedeur in a Browns jersey, walking out of the tunnel. Caption. One step closer. Proud doesn't even cover it. Hashtag Sanders Standard. No video clips. No interview quotes. Just a father watching his son chase something bigger than legacy. Coach Prime won't be in Carolina. That's by Shedeur's request. He wants this moment to be his. And now it is.